So now Nigeria have done it, a step closer to the World Cup. After a first frustrating 90 minutes, Nigeria came back and got the job done in the 30 minutes, extra minutes of the game. So how do you feel? Let me just start with that. How do you feel?
I'm very happy because when the game started, we were high of hopes because when the game started, like few minutes into the match, we were playing well. It was almost like we were going to win the game easily.
Yes.
But eventually, football game is a very tough game. So they came back into the game and they were giving us tough times. Although if we had converted our chances, we would have. But it's not about converting chances. We know what the boys will always bring. And I think in the first 45 minutes, it was because the midfield was not like gelling well with the attack. I feel it was the in-game management. You have to give kudos to the coach for what he has done. In as much as we always batter or most, I know we've not been battering the coach, but the coach actually did something very different in this match. 90 minutes, Osimhen did not play well, but he has been getting those chances. I remember in the game that Osimhen had some chances.
He had like two or three chances.
But the keeper saved some of those chances.
But the best one was the one he
Missed,
missed,
which is anything can happen to. Who are we going to? Who else are we going to use? Is it Tolu? So we look at the best chance of scoring. Our best chance of scoring is still Osimhen.
Yes, our best chance of scoring is still Osimhen. But don't you think if it was Tolu in that position, maybe we would have buried it for us? Because the truth is, I'm not saying the boys didn't play well, but the extra 30 minutes we played now, don't you think it will be a detriment to our boys coming to the final on Sunday? Because how would I put it? These guys are tired. They have the tired legs now because it's just 2 days rest, and they will have to train towards that final. What if DR Congo and Cameroon doesn't go into the 30 minutes extra time and they win their game in the normal 90 minutes of the match? Don't you think it is what's it called? It is a detriment to our boys going into that final.
Yeah, if you are being honest, is that's a negative impact. It's going to have a negative impact because 30 minutes of football and it's a lot of sweat, so it's going to have an impact. But let's just be more hopeful because football games sometimes can be very tricky. You've seen it happen in leagues where Manchester United they don't really have any other competition that they are playing, and you see other teams that are playing look at Man City as playing as many competitions and them still won them 3-0. So I think sometimes it does not really work out like that. The luck will be on our side and our players do well. One thing I've always said is Osimhen just need to turn up. Once Osimhen turns up for us, that's it. We always win. Look at what he did. Look at the goals, the 2 goals that he scored. Pure hustler. He knows how to hustle for the goals. He knows how to be in the right position. Even the goals that he said he missed, it was because he was at the right position
Yes.
before they could. Yeah,
Before you could get the ball.
so he's going to miss some chances anyway. He's a striker and he's going to convert some. So the 30 minutes is a detriment. But I hope that going into the match, or we also hope that maybe the DR Congo to have will also have like a extra time. But even if they don't have to, we hope that things is going to go our favor. Anybody we are going to play that day.
I would like to ask this question because we all say Osimhen is our star player. Osimhen is our star player. Though to me, he proved it in the later stages of this match. That's the 30 minutes of the extra time. But for the first 90 minutes, he didn't play anything. I don't want to say anything spectacular, but it was just in the game. Like it was just a present figure in the game. Not that he did something special. So I want to ask 2 questions, like put in one, all combined in one. Who do you think should be regarded as the star player of this match? And which of the goals do you think gave you the most satisfying feeling? Because at a point during this match, the first goal felt like a satisfying one because nobody thought they will come back and get the equalizing goal. You understand? Or was it Ejuke's 2-1? Because I believe it was his goal that won it for us before Osimhen started scoring. But if you feel it's Osimhen, just let me know which of the goals felt most satisfying And who do you think should be regarded as the star player of the match?
To me, I would not want to give it to an individual player, but I'll mention three standard players that we had. The three standard players that we had is Frederick. I have to give that guy a kudos. I actually tried. Actually tried. Frederick, then this guy too, Ejuke. When he entered, he just brought that spark into the team. It was almost like we were going down. It was the old football was dead. We just brought the match alive for us, and that was a very big difference for our attack. And lastly, I would say Osimhen. Osimhen, for him to miss that goal and later see step on, to help us. No 2-1, like we said, 2-1 is a scruffy. It's going to be a scruffy win, and we know.
In the team, I think he's the one with the most the best mentality.
Yeah. And the fact that we could like still go up to like more than 2 goals, because we have a lead of 1 goal margin. We know how we can easily throw away that lead. We're almost about winning towards the dying minute. Yeah. So in as much as you said best players, I'll give it to those 3 players. And also too, that useless boy, what's his name? Nwabali. No. Nwabali is playing like this game is not at stake. The jokes are just too much. I don't like keepers that likes to show off. I've said this several times. You are the person that very close to the goalpost.
I understand. I see. At this point, I actually understand if you don't like a keeper that likes showing. Of course, you suffered Osimhen, you suffered Onana for 2 years, so it's understandable. You think he has this thing a comparison
Very
with Onana?
good similarities. That's how the two of them. I think what we can attribute them to is that they are players that want the attention. They want the camera to be on them, and that's a very wrong. That's a very wrong mentality. There are sometimes that you hold the ball so long and will not release the ball. That alone is almost like putting a pressure on your team. You are putting a pressure on the defense because at the end of the day, you give a very bad pass and they collect the ball and they score. So and it's not because this team naturally is suffering from mentality issues. Then you trying to hate that kind of thing is not good at all. He's a senior player in the team now. He should know better. Should not be doing this kind of mistakes.
So, do you feel our next match or our upcoming games should involve this other keeper?
No,
What's
he's still our best keeper. That's the funniest thing. He's still our best keeper, but he needs someone to talk to him. I think the coach should do that.
So I asked the question the other time. Which of the goal gave you the most satisfying feeling?
The goal that gave the most satisfying feeling is the Ejuke's goal, because it was an extra time. Because scoring that goal now, because we've done the same mistake. We did the mistake initially. Then him scoring that goal now gave us that like, okay, we've scored the goal now. Now let's hold it. Let's try to hold this particular goal. And I think that brought by balance to the game.
I think it was the same for me because the goal brought balance to the game and it gave us this calm, the calm feeling that we can do this. We are up again and we can go on from there. So now, going into the next match, which is the final that will take us to the interconfrontation playoffs, what do you think Eric Chell can change or tweak, or do you think he should leave it like this going into the next game? Like, which advice do you want to give him concerning the team as a whole and concerning the mentality that the boys can bring to that match?
I think with Eric Chell, I don't really have much to say about him because this particular game, I think he won it for us. With the fact that he knows that the 3 other players are not doing well, and like two of the players, all of our attackers are not doing well, and decided to sub them out, and eventually the sub actually worked. Maybe the only person that did not work is Moses Simon. But we've seen that there's no particular person that can. I said in that particular wing, we can't really say we have a standard player in Moses Simon's wing. We can't really say. So I would say he should stick with any formation he wants to use. It's formation that he has used. Stick with the formation. The only difference there.
Should still start Lukman and Chukwueze.
The only difference that I can use is that Ejuke, because actually showed that he can start the game. Then if he fucks up again, then bring in any of the other players. That's the way of rewarding the player that has played well. You should reward him with a start. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Thank you very much for coming here. I really appreciate it.